Donald Trump has declared war on Gatekeeper CNN. Folks, we have an incredible news update for you today. From fake news networks to 9/11 secrets, hardcore truth is now being disclosed like we've never seen it before. Viewers will recall the January 11th press conference in which President Trump refused to allow CNN's Jim Acosta a question, citing Acosta's news organization, CNN, as being fake news.
Don't be...
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
Trump not only flipped the script on the discredited network, stealing the fake news meme created by the mockingbird mainstream media in a response to the grassroots investigation into the WikiLeaks Podesta emails, which resulted in the Pizzagate investigation, but Trump has continued to own that fake news meme, labeling CNN rightly as fake news. And in the days since Trump shut down Acosta, he has continued to tweet about fake news CNN, saying in the evening of the 11th, we had a great news conference at Trump Tower today. A couple of fake news organizations were there, but the people truly get what's going on. And they certainly do. And on the morning of the 12th of January, Donald Trump tweeted the following: CNN is in a total meltdown with their fake news because their ratings are tanking since the election and their credibility will soon be gone. Now, fortunately for Americans who care about truth and justice, CNN's credibility is already long gone. And now Trump has taken the war with fake news outlet CNN to a whole new level, with the White House confirming that surrogates of the Trump administration will no longer appear on CNN and will instead, quote, go to places where we think it makes sense to promote our agenda, end quote. The fact that Donald Trump is calling out CNN as fake news is extremely important. Readers know that Gatekeeper CNN has gone out of its way in the years since 9/11 to demonize anyone seeking a real investigation into the events of 9/11.
You see some sort of pattern here. Tell our viewers what you see.
Well, what you've got here is not just evident mental illness, Wolf, but he does seem to be imbibing deeply from the conspiracy theories that percolate around the internet, what I call the fright wing of American politics, the place beyond right and left, but where conspiracy theories really take on a whole life of their own. He appears in his online writings to have been a 9/11 truther, someone who believed that the World Trade Center was demolished from within rather than attacked by Al-Qaeda. He refers to conspiracy theories surrounding the John F. Kennedy assassination. And a lot of this stuff is the kind of things you see when you troll around the internet at some of these wingnut sites.
And certainly, that's why Mockingbird CNN and the other Mockingbird mainstream media did not report on the groundbreaking news that a NIST whistleblower has absolutely blown the roof off of the 9/11 World Trade Center 7 cover-up. Mathematician Peter Michael Ketcham, who worked at NIST from 1997 to 2011, has courageously come forward to expose the NIST report as a complete fraud. In a letter published by Europhysics News and in the absolutely bombshell press conference following, Ketcham, a 15-year employee of NIST, destroyed that governmental agency's World Trade Center investigation, citing the collapse of World Trade Center 7 specifically. Ketcham notes that although he did not contribute to the NIST 9/11 reports, at the urging of a friend, he began reading those reports and quickly became furious.
First, I was furious with myself. How could I have worked at NIST all those years and not have noticed this before? Second, I was furious with NIST. The NIST I knew was intellectually open, non-defensive, willing to consider competing explanations, and enthusiastic about presenting the details of its research to any interested party.
Ketcham says, with respect to the World Trade Center 7 investigation, something went very wrong.
Among the most egregious examples is the explanation for the collapse of World Trade Center 7 as a Rube Goldberg sequence of unlikely events culminating in the almost symmetrical collapse of a steel frame building into its own footprint at freefall acceleration.
In the bombshell news conference held by architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth, Ketcham said, quote, NIST is not fooling us anymore. NIST has painted itself into a corner while the walls of evidence and reason close in.
The more I investigated, the more apparent it became that NIST had reached a predetermined conclusion that refused, avoided, and dismissed the evidence. Awareness is growing of the disconnect between the NIST World Trade Center reports and logical reasoning.
Say what you want about Donald Trump, but in just the first couple of weeks of office, Donald Trump has done a lot more to help the Republic than hurt it. And regarding the fake news meme, he's neutered the mockingbird mainstream media who are using the fake news propaganda meme to demonize the truth media, the alternative news media from which truth pours. And it is our sincere hope that Donald Trump will one day turn his attention to relaunching a real investigation of what happened on 9/11.
Millions of other Can you please stop? Can you stop? Can you cut him off, please? Thank you.
Donald Trump. Last word, friends. I just want to thank everybody who took the time to sign up for the recent webinar held by my friend Stephen Penny of FTMDaily.com. And I have Stephen back on the line right now.
Thanks again for having me back, Sean. I think it was really very well received last week. And so we decided to go ahead and do some more. I was planning on doing the first one this Saturday, and we're going to do them actually every Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time and every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time for any folks that would like to join us on that.
Yeah, and guys, I really do appreciate those who signed up because it is a way to help SGT report. Guys, essentially, it's taking money you're already spending with multinational big box stores like Walmart or Target and diverting that money for better products, organic products from an honorable company. And you just have to be invited to join and become a member.
This is going to be a great way for a lot of like-minded people to connect, to help each other, support each other, and to work together towards kind of getting ahead financially.
Okay, and if people want to sign up for one of these webinars coming up, how do they get a hold of you?
Sure. My email address is protrader1@yahoo.com. That's protrader1@yahoo.com.
Okay, Stephen, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet, Sean. Thank you so much for having me on, and keep up all the great work you're doing at SGT Report.
Yeah, back at you. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your support at sgtreport.com.
We've been run over by this Freemasonic satanic cabal, which is behind all of these scandals, the pedophilia. During this darkness, the devils and wicked will take on the most hideous shapes, and all those who even go to look outside will be killed because of fright. Okay, that's what we're building towards. That's what they're working on. And I keep warning people, we're going from diabolical disorientation into the twilight zone, folks.